decipher this message. We haven't had an incident yet to get a feel for what this person means. I'm throwing it out there. Does this author sound like a kook or the real deal? What are our options? Wait and see? Dan spoke up. First off, sir, we'll fingerprint everything. This paper looks like common printer paper stock, so likely nothing there as far as it being anything beyond typical. We can't get a determination from the note itself. It's typed in notepad, then printed out. If we can't lift prints off the letter or envelope, we are at a dead end with those items. It was mailed in town, and I'd venture to say from one of the blue mailboxes. There aren't any cameras around them. What about DNA on the stamp or where they sealed the envelope? I asked. Sure, we'll check those too. That's common procedure, but we have nothing to compare it to. Jack added his 2 cents. The message itself sounds kind of like the hell and damnation type of speech. Somebody in the clergy or even a religious zealot could have written it. Clayton slowly read the message out loud again. Yeah, I see where you're coming from, Jack. It does sound kind of preachy. Yeah, it does, I said, but we still don't know if it's a serious threat or just someone blowing smoke. Clark stood. Okay, guys, check out whatever you can as far as forensic evidence. Make 10 copies of that letter before you get started. The rest of you, keep your eyes and ears peeled for somebody with an axe to grind. That's all we can do for now. Chapter 2. The long driveway beyond the dead-end road led to the small, faded, clapboard house. The walls inside the home held family secrets that were as dead and buried as the family dog. Nobody spoke of Alice's incident anymore. It was neatly tucked away, hopefully forgotten, and life carried on. Forced smiles and the cautious daily routine filled the family's waking hours. Alice's eyes darted toward Mandy and then at the clock. She watched as her 20-year-old daughter crossed the living room, barefoot and still wearing her green flannel bathrobe. Mandy took a seat on the old floral couch, as she did every day at 11 o'clock. The dark-paneled living room in that house held the sofa, a rocker, 2 end tables, and 2 velvet wall hangings of horses. The sofa had seen better days. Sun fading had taken a toll on it after being in front of windows year after year. What used to be vibrant colors on that threadbare couch now appeared as pastel hues at best. 2 flattened cushions looked as though somebody had let the air out of them. They held permanent indentations from years of use. 2 people sat in that sparsely decorated room. Alice watched as Mandy pulled the lace curtain to the side and looked out. Dust particles floated through the air from the disturbance. Mandy said the blue sky resembled the Caribbean, even though she had never been there herself. She added that the wispy clouds resembled Grandma's curly locks of white hair, God rest her soul. It had been 5 years since her untimely death. Mandy turned toward her mother and wrung her hands. Is today the day, Mama? Anxiety swept across Mandy's face as she waited for an answer. Alice nervously scratched at one of the thick scars on her forearm, paused the television, and pushed herself up by the arms of the creaky rocking chair. She crossed the room and knelt on the couch, with one knee buried in the cushion, causing the springs to squeak, then peered out the window. She looked at the sky as if she were waiting for a sign. She sighed in relief and released the curtain, letting it fall back to its original position behind the couch. It's perfect, as a matter of fact. Tell Mariah to start the iced tea. It's a good day for your daddy to die. Dread and her mother's command forced Mandy off the couch. She slumped to the staircase and clutched the newel post. With her hand cupping the side of her mouth, she yelled to her sister in their shared bedroom. Mariah leaped down the stairs, and her deep blue eyes sparkled with excitement. We're finally doing this? She asked. Mama said we were. Mariah opened the silverware drawer and lifted out the plastic utensil tray. Underneath, folded neatly into a tiny square, was just what she needed. She hopped up on the wrought-iron bar stool with the cracked vinyl seat and carefully unfolded the piece of pink paper she had been saving for weeks. She